Hi, Steve Kaufman here, founder and master of Self-Revealization Acceptance, your divine and earthly right to live in joy and freedom. Today, I'm going to talk to you about being unstoppable. What does it mean to be unstoppable? To be unstoppable means that you have yourself focused on what it is that you want to accomplish, what it is that you see yourself as, what you see yourself as giving, what you see yourself as becoming. Okay. Now, this may seem very, very trite to a lot of people who say, yeah, I'm unstoppable. I'm going to do this and nothing's going to stop me. Well, that is absolutely not true. You essentially stop yourself. And why do you stop yourself? Because you have a lack of self-esteem that suggests you are unstoppable, even though you're using the words to try to get across some sort of an idea to convince others. The idea is not to convince others. The idea is to convince yourself. And how do you convince yourself? Well, of course, using self-realization acceptance, reality facilitation certainly will assist you to accomplish this. But being unstoppable is more than just an attitude. Being unstoppable also takes into consideration the need to work incessantly, I like that word, incessantly towards attaining and realizing your goals. What are your goals? You want to become a real estate tycoon? Okay. Learn how to rent apartments. Start somewhere. You want to become a wealthy financier? Fine. Learn how money works. You want to become a great musician? Study your instrument. Study your art. See, being unstoppable means you have a vision of yourself. And this vision must not be interfered with by your limited view. A limited view is based on bias. A limited view suggests that only what you think should happen will happen or should happen. This is an erroneous concept. To become unstoppable, you have got to learn all of the manners and modalities being in use. You've got to understand what's being used to accomplish your goals. If you don't do this, you're never going to find yourself in a position where you can learn new things. You're never going to find yourself in a position where you can enhance your own understanding. Self-realization acceptance is a very, very unique approach to your beingness. Your beingness is based on your thoughts. Your beingness is based on your past experiences. Your beingness is based on what you foresee yourself as. It's essential for you to keep focused on what it is that you want to accomplish, regardless of all the interferences and distractions. You've got to tell yourself and teach yourself to not permit yourself to be interfered with by these distractions. And this is not an easy thing to do in the beginning. You've got to get to the point where you say, hey, I am that which I am, and I absolutely refuse to accept any other explanation for it outside of myself. And it is yourself that you've got to constantly redefine. And by constantly redefining yourself, you will find yourself unstoppable. If you like what you're hearing, you know the routine. Subscribe, like, comments, whatever you got to say. If you don't agree, let me know why you don't agree, and we'll deal with that as well. And as part of a new approach to my presentations, I am going to include in this presentation the actual self-realization acceptance for being unstoppable, which I urge you to listen to, as well as urge you to subscribe to my newsletter, selfrevealization@gmail.com. And you can get a copy of the actual self-revealization acceptance to print out and to use whenever it's comfortable for you to use it. And I suggest you do use it. I use it, and I am inordinately successful in all of my endeavors, efforts, and visions. I am unstoppable. I demand expectations of excellence in all of my endeavors and relationships to be strong and unyielding. I declare by the authority of the words of the self-revealization acceptance, I am and remain free of any thoughts in terms of limitation and mediocrity. I do not permit manipulative grace or negative sentiment to affect my desires and dreams. Every new day enables me to live my life more fully by my divine and earthly right to live in joy and freedom. I consciously work to rid myself of all that has created difficulty in my life, and I continuously redefine any self-misrepresentation or misunderstanding. I deny authority for anyone and anything to influence my thoughts, as I recognize the work I am doing made perfect by my desires. No longer do I concern myself with what others may think of me, and I move ahead with courage and conviction into the greatness that I conceive as the magnificent expression of my life. I accept the reality of the spirit of the thing itself to act in me, and through me, as I focus on my ideals to grow stronger and more inspired. I accept with ease and grace the marvelous gifts the creative power of the universe releases for me in acceptance of the fullness of my desires. Past opportunities that I may have overlooked and now want to experience reemerge with new clarity of purpose. I keep my own counsel to empower myself to move ahead with a clear conscience and with no fear of failure. I enjoy success and prosperity in all that I do. I am unstoppable in my desire to be more of myself than ever before. Knowing the words of this self-revealization acceptance is true gives me the ability to give more of myself for the benefit of all concerned, with myself as the primary recipient of all good. I offer profound thanks and gratitude to the creative power of the universe for this greatness that maintains me as unstoppable. Contact me directly at selfrevealization@gmail.com. Self-Revealization Acceptance Intro, your divine and earthly right to live in joy and freedom. And Practicing Self-Revealization Acceptance, 52 weekly ascensions to empower your life, are available at Hanshi, hanshi.com/books. I am available for seminars. I am available for personal consultation. Any questions? Any thoughts? Mark the comments. I address each and every one. Contact me and get your name on the email list. There's a lot more going on, and it will certainly empower you to create your own reality facilitations to empower your life to the highest level of accomplishment. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you next time.